And welcome back. So, yeah. So, go ahead. Hurry up.
You have some napkins in the corner, right?
Yes.
Could I go grab some?
I guess so.
I use the basket of sandpaper towels.
Okay. No? Alright, so, to recap so far, you guys are, Steven and Josiah are keeping watch at night. You sense something around camp that doesn't belong. Definitely seems low intelligence.
Would it be possible if I do sense it that I could try to use my skills to focus on it?
Sure.
Its location.
Sure. Make a insight roll.
10.
No. Sorry.
No, that's fair. I wasn't high roll.
Alright, so everyone else is sleeping. Alright. So you do feel something like shifting under the ground.
Like something big coming towards us?
Like something big already there.
Oh, like a worm underground.
Under your feet. But that's about the most that you can sense.
Like, okay. Something shifting under the ground. Okay.
And then we'll give it a moment for Fee to get back, and then we'll roll initiative. Actually, if you guys want to roll initiative now.
And I'll go roll.
Slip that in my hand. That's A-OK.
Initiative.
Initiative.
22. 14.
12.
22. 14.
2 12s.
15.
12.
15.
And a 15. Alright, so, asleep. You can sense something moving around under your feet. I'll allow you to take an action if you want.
Can I ready my I don't know why I don't have it written down. My light of soul.
Light of Soul, you can just start up.
Yeah?
It's your aura effect.
Okay.
Okay. So you see him get kind of glowy.
Can I cast open mind on myself now, thinking that he's readying himself? I should do the same.
Yep.
Okay, I cast open mind.
Okay. Asleep. Alright, so
Oh, wax token fell over and I had to reglue it. It's setting right now.
okay. So you're aware of this. The three of you are still asleep. Make a perception check.
7.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. You hear a slight sound, but you're not sure where. You see what looks to be two large, sharp, shiny objects appear from under the ground and bite into Burke.
You just cannot get away.
Okay. Can you put this over on the side next to Burke? We'll say the red's its head. Yep. So only its head spoken up so far. And it just bites into Burke and he is passed out. You can see him open his eyes for a moment, and then his eyes roll up in the back of his head.
Well, that's not good.
This would be a time to call it out.
Yeah. Can I start?
Free action, you can call it out.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
I'm definitely gonna go. Hey guys, I think Burke's in trouble.
All right, Fee. I need you to do
Start
a
getting loud and bright.
either a wisdom or what was it for awareness? I don't get to use this very often. Sorry. Should have had this already ready.
It's fine.
It's all right. Does anyone have the alert feat?
Where would we see that?
Oh, no, I don't.
All right, and I'll allow you to add your bonus initiative to this roll to see if you wake up.
You don't have any
To add my
feats.
initiative
That's
bonus?
weird. You don't have any feats.
I should not be cute.
No, he went with abilities instead. He didn't ask for any feats, so I didn't.
I mean,
go
I do
through.
have True Sight, but it's passive.
You're asleep.
No.
13. Okay, you don't wake up.
Most likely cuddle into punk more. So.
Yeah. So next we have Steven, your turn. So you've seen this chomp.
Yeah, I'm gonna get nice and bright and loud, trying to wake everyone up as I go over to Burke.
All right,
For
each
about
of you will get
4%.
advantage to your perception or initiative check to wake up when it's your turn. Okay, and then what are you doing? Okay, so you got over there. You see what looks to be the head of a giant insect coming out of the ground and just biting right into Burke's arm and chewing away the flesh.
Okay. I'm gonna try to rip Burke away from the mouth of the bug.
All right, make a strength roll. Gonna be a DC 14.
Because over there you're on a rock. But I don't know how you set it up.
Strength saving?
No,
Oh,
straight strength.
oh, that would have been some with
Oh yeah,
punk.
my punk.
Okay.
Yeah, so
It's actually where you are, right?
22?
15 for punks.
22?
Yep.
Yeah, you managed to pull him free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, with
And do you want to do any bonus action move or anything else?
It's like I'm sneaking under one of Punk's arms. So, it's
yeah.
Like he's on his side.
I might as well cast off a spell point. Or two.
That would be an actual action, unless you're using a reaction or bonus action spell. By the way, Sky, you're on deck, so get prepared to roll. Followed by Sam and Greg.
I'm gonna do my light shield, kind of block us off from this giant bug, so that we can find out what's going on.
Your light shield is a reaction
Yes.
to avoid damage. It's not a light wall. That would be separate.
Well, then I'm okay.
Okay. Sky, roll to wake up.
just perception, right?
You can add your perception or your initiative bonus to it.
Dirty 20.
All right, you wake up, and it is super bright all around you.
Oh god, my eyes.
Yeah. And you have no idea what's going on.
I'm gonna call out, what the hell's going on?
We have two
Can I
people
also
awake.
action respond?
Yeah. Free action.
I call out, Burke's under attack. Paladin's helping him. Don't have a better nickname for you yet at the moment.
Shiny boy.
Trying to be not
Flashlight.
mean.
Light bulb.
Trying to be nice.
Flashlight.
And he's shiny, is armor covered. But that's what I call
I
out.
prefer
Okay.
flashlight.
So you hear that. What do you want to do?
Um, go right there. Pull out my Skeksies bow, I guess.
Okay. That's the end of your action.
Okay.
Sam and Greg.
You have to make
So-
your roll first.
Roll, see
And you
if
have
you wake up.
advantage.
Yeah, which means you get to roll 2d20, take the highest roll, and then add your initiative bonus or your perception bonus.
18. And then
And I add
perception or initiative, whatever is higher.
The initiative, I think.
Free positive.
Perception's on
The
the
initiative.
initiative, so 22.
All right, you wake up. It's super bright,
He's sleeping in a fire, so.
but this is not firelight.
Mm.
This is like daylight almost.
This is the sun.
I'll rush out of the fire and ask what's happening.
Okay. You are waking up at about the same time that everyone else is trying to explain what's going on, so you can kind of get an idea of what's happening. You see him rushing up. You can see at that point from there the bug's head reaching up. You can see Burke being pulled away from the bug, and his arm is all torn up.
Again.
Yes.
He's the biggest, easiest target.
Who's also dead asleep.
I cast Cauterize on his arm.
Okay, roll.
He's
that a
gonna
touch?
wake up quick.
Is that a touch?
Yep.
So we just see his hands glowing bright orange.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's just to roll the d6 for healing.
Oh, just
Oh.
D6. So,
He rolled.
He rolled the nat one.
I'll do
We were
this
afraid it
once.
was a cast, and it was like, ugh.
No, if I was making him roll that way, then yeah, that would have been damage instead of heal.
6.
Okay. The wound closes. You see, it looks like he wants to scream out in pain, but his eyes are completely blank, and his mouth just opens and lets out this sound.
He's still asleep.
No, his body's stiff.
Oh no, I meant just neck and neck.
All right, and what are you doing?
I'm going to run over and now is the snake still holding on to bug? Or the bug? My bad.
No.
No? Okay. Do I still have a good visual on its head?
Yes.
Okay.
It hasn't sunk below the ground yet.
I'm gonna go within melee damage and put basically shadow with 5 points to it. Spell point.
Okay, make an attack roll.
And I have advantage because I have open mind.
You have advantage to the effect, not to the touch attack.
I'm going within melee, I'm not touching. So is that
You have to do a touch for that type of touch attack unless you're doing
adding the extra spell point to make it within melee? Can I do
if,
that?
then that's still a touch attack.
Okay.
Melee attack is where you're actually making contact.
Okay. I thought there was a range difference.
No, only if you're putting the extra into it to put it like a 10-foot range and so forth. Did you print off those sheets?
I didn't get to. This is
Okay.
what you mean. So, yeah, so in order to do the range, it's touch is 2, so. Okay, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, can I add the 3 points to it to make it with just walk up within 5 feet of him and cast it on its head?
Yep.
So I have advantage on that.
Yes.
With open. Advantage? You've gotta be shitting me. I roll with advantage and roll 2 nat 1s.
That's just.
That attack
Wait,
is
can I
not...
add another spell point because I have open mind and with another spell point and re-roll?
You already...
Damn it, I've already used open mind for it.
Yeah, you already used open mind and you already set your action.
So how much d6 do I take?
You guys got to have to
You don't take any.
Okay, cool.
It's not going to rebound back on you.
That's what I was afraid of because I just put.
It costs the spell point cost, so you
Okay,
lose
so
the spell
lose
points,
the
but it's
8.
ineffectual.
Okay. I thought I was gonna take 5d6 right now.
Nope,
Just-
completely ineffectual.
Okay.
Okay.
You do the thing from Spider-Man where he starts like trying to do the web things and like no webs are coming out. Like
My fear was then it was like boom as they all come out of my back of my wrist. Alright, so I'm down 8.
All right. So can you put this one here facing the little goblin that's on the ground?
That yep.
No. Yep. And which one goblin is that?
It's either Nick or Knack.
It's the Javelineer.
So Knack.
Knack.
Okay. Oh, good. All right. So yeah, none of you notice. Okay.
None of us noticed.
No, they're silent, moving underground. They've been underground for you guys for the entire last shift, plotting on when to strike.
Oh, and they thought, right as Shiny Boy's taking watch, now's the time to do
No, this
it.
is about halfway through your watch.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
while I'm on watch, they have to do it.
Then make them regret it.
Of course.
Okay. And then the bug raises its head and lets out a arc of green goo that goes for a 15-foot radius all around him. So Sky, Fee, Steven.
These are 5 paces, right?
You're still within 15 feet of its head.
This one, 5, 10, 15. I'm just out of range.
From its head.
Yep.
5, 10, 15.
I'm guessing that's the
If you're being specific, we're going by the cube.
So that one that we did not do anything.
Fee
with.
might be
Yeah.
out of range.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about this guy over here that just came up. She would have been behind the
20
tent.
feet away.
Whatever.
If it's more than 3, the 3, 5, 1.
Tell you
inch
what,
cubes.
because you're on the outer edge of it, I'll give you advantage. So make a dex saving throw.
I'm just
Oh yeah,
same
so
with Punk.
you automatically fail. Okay.
Do I get a dex saving throw?
No.
I'm on a wall.
Yeah.
Come on,
Makes you an easier target.
Under
So
storm,
all of you,
so-
seriously, roll a agility saving throw first.
No, I need to pick one.
You failed. You have to wait till your turn to wake up.
19 on the agility.
Okay.
Where's it? I think I find agility.
If
Might
it's a
be
jump back,
acrobatics.
would I have advantage?
Where's
Dexterity.
Dexterity. So you do
Just
add the
dexterity
saving throw.
so 30, 20.
30-20. Alright, you avoid the spray. You get sprayed, make a constitution roll.
10.
You get sprayed, make a constitution roll.
11.
20.
You get sprayed, make a constitution roll. Okay.
That 20.
You sleep right through it.
16.
Okay.
8.
It doesn't affect you.
Do I need to roll for Punk to see if he wakes up?
Punk's further beyond you.
No, I said I was sneaking very next
Yeah,
to Punk.
so he's like on the other side of you, away from the campsite. Okay. Yeah. You're just barely on the range. Okay. 8. This goop hits you. You hear it sizzle, and you feel all of your muscles start to lock up, and you're unable to move. All right. So back to the top of the rotation. We have Fee. You gonna try and wake up again?
Yeah. Had my initiative bonus.
Yep.
And you have advantage.
It's only. We're only all paralyzed and down.
It's only a 13 to wake up. You wake up, jump to your feet, realize you have this goop on your face that you wipe off. Okay. You've smelled this before.
Oh no.
Okay. When you were pulling apart that giant bug that
Punk.
Punk was munching on down in the cavern. And as you look over, there's a 4-foot wide giant pincer head.
Wake up, Punk. He'll help.
Wake up, Punk.
Sure, that's your action. Make an animal handling.
16?
Yep, you wake up Punk. That takes care of your turn. Next we have Steven.
Yay.
Steven.
So, Shiny Boy is gonna do some fun stuff because he's sick of this spraying, disgusting bug trying to ruin his light and squander everything.
I didn't get those printed because this week was busy for me, but I'll get them printed
No
by the next
problem.
game.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah,
Whoever
it's about
joined us in
10
chat,
feet.
welcome.
Okay.
did?
So,
I don't know. I just see an extra viewer in
Thanks,
chat.
I need my.
for 4 points out of my staff, my crystal torch, I'm gonna hit him with my little light bolt.
By the way, how have you been purging your spell points since you blew up a tree?
Haven't thought about that
Okay,
since.
you practiced with Nick for a while, and that used up what you were gaining at that time. But it's now been 4 hours of rest time plus another 2 hours of you on watch. So 6 hours, 66. What have you done with all those points?
Do I have all those points on me at this current moment?
Do you want to start rolling yourself damage?
No.
So that's why. How are you expelling those spell points over the last 2 hours while you weren't sleeping?
AKA heavy shot. Throw some shit into it. Burn through them. Make it heavy. Just whatever you do, make it heavy.
Yes. I'll say that I've had a lot of time to channel my energy into some like little bits here and there into some pocket rocks.
Okay, so roll 66 and we'll see how many pocket rocks you have.
Do you want more sixes?
Easier.
Sorry, I don't mean to be a pain, but you weren't here for the very beginning when we started, so.
Is that enough? That's
You have
6,
the
right?
66.
I actually have one too many.
Yay!
Jesus. So yeah, this is gonna be a Holy Smite 2.0.
No, I actually do need one more.
I knew it!
Stupid. I did my math wrong. Okay.
Okay, I love that. Okay, now another 5 to 6.
16, 28. So it's 20.
This is why you don't want to take Defiler.
Yeah.
So 28 whole points.
Okay, so you have 28 rocks,
Okay.
each with 1 spell point,
Wait, I'm missing.
Yes.
I'm
that are all about ready to explode. They're all vibrating in your bag.
Would I be able to channel the energy from them through my staff?
You would have to make a secondary draw effect before you cast. So it'd be like a preparation.
Yeah,
Because otherwise you're just drawing from your... Because now you're trying to work with 3 things at once.
yeah.
Casting the spell through your lantern, through your
Yeah.
torch, okay, from the rocks.
Yeah. So I'll keep those rocks when I need to recharge on some of these points, but
Okay, Sky, you're on deck.
so I'll do 5 points out of my torch, which does D8 damage instead of a D6.
No, the torch itself does D8. Oh no, that's right, because you get that step up.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be how many D8 of damage if you hit? How many points you putting into it?
Put 5 points in so that I could do it at a little bit of a range.
8 foot.
Your rated melee range. one quick movement in your not strafing.
What eats?
Like a power swing.
No, is that when you flanking?
Flanking.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you move, you could get flanking.
Yeah.
You want to
Which
do
gives
that?
you advantage on your attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so make an attack roll. Because you're attacking with your torch, right?
Yep. Or I was mainly gonna have it come out of my torch, but hitting him with it also.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Then all your spell points go straight to damage instead of casting.
Yeah.
And you have advantage.
So roll twice and don't get a snagged on paper.
Okay.
And then you add your strength mod to it. So what's your total to hit?
I got 12.
12?
Yes.
Yeah. You're not sure how, but somehow you miss its head. You like whiff right by it. Almost. Not quite. Alright,
Yeah.
so you see him whiff it. You do spend the spell points. They just don't have any effect.
I was afraid that they would hit my teammates.
Well, this is not the time for Holy Smite. What I
At
do?
touch, you're better off with melee attacks to make sure you don't miss and hit something, because if it doesn't hit, then it just doesn't trigger it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 4 hit points. 4 arrows.
Okay. So that's 4 attacks.
Yep. And
Greg and Sam, you're on deck.
I was just too pissed off.
I'm gonna shoot this one
Okay.
with the intent of not missing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to put that energy
So
in my
make
bow.
4 attacks.
Is she gonna? Is she flanking? I don't know if that's.
No, she's technically not flanking.
Okay.
What was it? It counts.
19, 19, 12, and 9. That's not adding my dexterity. 11,
That's a
14, 21, 21.
You have 2 hits.
Okay, that's better than nothing.
Roll damage. Your d6, I believe it is, for each hit.
Yeah, D6. I only need 2.
And you 2 boys ready?
4
4?
in total. Hey, that's something at least.
Hey, it's the first damage to it. Alright, Greg, do you want to try and kick off the poison? Okay, make a constitution roll.
Oh wait, no.
Saving throw, it's going to be a DC 16 at this point.
No, I misrolled on that damage. It's D10. My apologies.
Good to check.
4.
You can concentrate, you can focus, you just can't move. So think about that while Sam does his thing.
My apologies.
From where I am, because I have 360 vision, can I see that another one has popped out behind us?
Make a perception check, DC 10.
It's done.
11.
You think that there's something going on behind you, but you're not sure what. Not unless you would spend like a reaction or bonus action to actually pay attention to it any further. There's a lot of stuff going on right in front of you, and you are in the middle of a blindingly bright circle of light. And this is on the outside of that circle of light.
Alright, I'm gonna try with, do I still have time to attack?
Yeah.
That was a bonus action.
Now I'll give you that perception as a free action.
I'm gonna try the same thing. The 5 charge shatter at 10 feet with the 3 damage, so 8 spell points total.
Okay.
And I have it. And I'm at the 5 feet distance.
And because it's range, you add your spell mod to it.
Yep. Okay, 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
I need 4d6. Okay then.
Okay.
I'm good, thank you though.
Alright, have you figured out anything else you want to do, Greg?
So I can still
At least
concentrate
we didn't
and
go
stuff.
at you this
like
time.
that.
We reject people so
magic.
That's true.
So
I need one more actually.
that way I'd still be able to cast
That was
a non-touch spell. So could I...
Or a self spell?
Or a self spell. Could I cast...
Hint, hint.
I will cast... Where is it? It's here somewhere.
It's here somewhere.
I saw it a moment ago.
I mean, it's a spell he's already used this session, but still.
Turn himself into the Holy Torch.
Bring the poison
Yeah, I'll
in.
cast
Bring the poison in.
Flame Skin.
You're gonna imbue your flame skin?
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Don't look at me.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to roll a d20 and tell me what you roll.
5.
Okay, now roll a d6.
Right there.
Are you putting any extra spell points into it?
I'll just put the 1.
Okay. And you're right there next to the guy, right? You're that one?
I'm that one. I'm next to this.
Alright. So, Massage and Sparkly Boy, make a dex saving throw.
No, use one. Woohoo!
Nat 20.
No, failings.
Saving throw?
Yep.
7.
Take, what was that total?
6.
Plus your spell mod?
10.
I have assist
Total?
fire.
You have a plus.
No, I have a plus 4, so it's
4.
10 total.
Yeah, so it's 10
Okay.
total.
So with resist fire, you take half that. So that would be 5. Okay, as you burst into flame, and now make a constitution roll.
Uh, 16.
Yeah, what about Burke?
Should no one like to mention that?
Okay, what?
I got
Burke is
16.
next to him.
16? You're no longer paralyzed when you start your next turn. Okay, you look down. Burke is burnt, not moving, but breathing.
We killed Burke again.
I
He's
killed
breathing, he's fine.
He's got third-degree burns. Okay,
On the side that was already
Okay.
partially munched off.
this burn scar across where he was bitten, so he's no longer bleeding.
Hey, it's Todoroki.
Okay, he's just slightly charred.
It's far more painful.
Far more painful.
Okay,
Far worse.
my turn. Perfect. Remove the one that's next to you guys as it disappears underground.
Listen, you son of a...
Did it take any damage when I broke through like they did?
Yes. That's why it's retreating.
Ah, okay.
But don't like fire.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys watch that disappear. Sam and Light Boy make a Fee, you can too. Make a perception check.
I can.
No.
15.
21?
13.
Okay. The three of you, as this thing disappears, look around. Fee, you hear that there's something else moving on the other side of the tent.
Can I go check it out?
On your turn. Okay? The two of you look over and you see this other giant insect head trying to crunch down on Knack. Okay? And you can see in the faint images of the light from the edge there that Knack is just sleeping right through it. And you hear this kind of grinding of chitin against stone.
He has stone skin activated.
In his sleep.
Do I realize the situation, like passive perception, like that's what's happening?
What was your perception roll?
13.
He did
Mine
a
was
21.
You definitely realize what's going on. Okay. And Knack was sitting there with you guys too when you and Nick were talking, so you have an idea of what he does. Okay, you're watching this and you definitely get the idea that he must have some kind of stone-like hard skin to see what's going on, and you have no idea why he's still asleep and dead to the world as this giant insect is like picking him up, grinding onto him as he just drops in between its mandibles again. And you can start you can actually start to see little chips on its mandibles from trying to do this for the last 2.5 rounds.
Should we just leave it and wait for it to
You
give
have no
up?
idea that it's there.
I'm metagaming. Should we just leave it and wait for it
Okay,
to
and
give
you
up?
just hear that grinding against stone.
You know, it'd be nice if someone told me.
Alright, Fee, you're up.
Can I go check it out?
Yep,
wanna
and
let us
Steven,
know?
you're on deck. So you come around and you see that site that I just described.
I'm trying to take its head off.
Make an attack roll.
16? I'm out of my strength.
That'll hit. Roll damage. Steven, you're on deck.
Yes.
16.
16?
My gold dice.
Total damage?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Try to beep its head off.
Yeah, it bites in and cracks part of its shell. Okay. But just one of the many plates of armor-like shell on this creature.
Gonna have
That you know that there is much more below the surface. As I said, it's just ahead. Steven, it disappeared.
It did. I'm gonna go over to my buddy
Until he
getting
wakes
his stony flesh ground off.
Yep, he's still asleep.
He's,
Um,
if he does, he'll probably look up at me.
other side.
Oh, so you're flanking with
Flanking.
Fee. Everything
And-
gets really bright, Fee.
Holy fuck.
I'm
Holy
dumping,
light!
dumping 3 more points out of my staff.
I want its head, I say to him.
Do you hear?
Please don't crack its head. I'm gonna make it into a helmet.
I heard ya.
No guarantees.
So yeah. I'm gonna do my radiant beam. Try to if I
You
hit
gonna
it,
beam it, or are you gonna hit it?
I'm gonna hit it and have
Radiant strike.
yeah, like a radiant strike, kind of like turning my thing into like a slashing to chop off
You
the head.
don't have illusion or shaping the light yet.
That's true.
You haven't worked on it. You could try if you wanted to. On this one, you would roll with disadvantage because it's your first time doing it. If you want to try and shape the light into a solid blade.
Isn't that kind of what I have from my shield of light though?
Pretty close. That's why I'm only making you roll with disadvantage on it. It's your first time using it as an attack to shape the light into a weapon attack instead of just defense.
Could I put extra points to negate the disadvantage?
4 points,
4 points?
and I'll let you negate the disadvantage.
I will do that.
That seems fair to me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just.
And who does he care? He has...
Well, I had a question though.
I
For
got
Primal,
rocks.
how many successful casts do you need to make a spell?
Plus my modifier.
Is that mine?
Oh, that was.
That's Sam's?
Oh yeah, no.
15.
To hit?
Yes.
That hits.
Nice.
All
So it would be.
So
How many D8?
how many points did you put into it?
Put at 13.
And you put in 3 spell points, I believe, to begin with. The damage, right?
Yes, I put
So
five in total.
Well, 3 of that was for. Yeah, 3 of that was for the making it into a blade without disadvantage. So then that would just be 1 spell point for damage.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the damage on your actual mace?
It's D8.
So you're going to roll 2d8. One of which is going to be radiant. Doesn't make a difference on this attack.
Okay.
And add your spell
4.
mod. And your strength mod.
13.
13 total?
Yep.
Yeah, it slashes right into it. You can see that it slashes one of the shell plates about 2 or 3 plates behind the head, because you aim to not take out the head. And we're up to Sky.
So I saw the bright glowing light of him.
Go around the other side of the tent. Okay. This thing still has knack in its jaws, and you can see that it has taken some damage because it's super bright.
1 hit point. No.
I don't even know why I'm so bright. I have dark vision.
That's a good D&D quote right there. I don't know why I'm so bright. I have dark vision.
12 to hit.
Misses.
I don't have to be this
Sorry.
unnecessarily
I find
bright.
it funny how I can
But
miss
I
when
am.
my bow literally says. Where is it saying?
I give off my own light. I only need like low light vision at most.
I could have sworn I said
I have
something.
dark vision just in case.
Something about it not being able to miss. Maybe I'm going crazy.
I remember that too if you're using your Skeksies Bard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there. Sam and Greg. You're no longer paralyzed,
Okay.
but the bug disappeared.
I'm gonna.
The ground closed up behind it.
I saw the.
I'm gonna go.
I saw the shiny guy and then the bird both run around to the opposite side of the tent. So I assume something's going on there.
Yep.
I'm gonna move after the shiny guy.
Okay, yeah, you can see the bug.
Okay.
Go up and hug it.
I'm going crazy.
Would either one of you with this advantage in this roll?
I can do that already.
I was gonna cast Burning Inspiration
On who?
to help you.
Yeah, help the tank.
Okay, so how many spell points you putting into it? None? Or are you putting any in? Because for none, it's one of your cantrips, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's under your flavor. But I'll put 3 into it.
3? Alright, you have plus 4d6 on your next roll.
Thank you.
Plus 4. You just.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I'm going to go up to Burke
You feel a warmth inside your soul.
and
Normally it's cold.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I'm gonna. How is he wounded?
Slightly.
Except that's unusual. My soul's not
I'm gonna
cold.
spend 3 spell points to mend. Should be what 3d6 heal.
Oh, who? You mean
Burke.
Spend enough time.
Oh, chewed, burned orc.
Burke? You'd have to. Oh, yeah, you're right next to Burke.
He hasn't
Sorry.
moved.
I was trying to
Sorry, no, it's
replace which one everyone was. Sorry.
If I just use the 3 spell points plus my cantrip, 3d6 healing.
Actually, it'd be 4d6 at that point because it's the first one's free.
Yep. Do you mind if I just roll these? She's not bad at all. 18.
That's more than full health for him now.
So he
Yeah.
just. Mwah.
Yep, he's still unconscious
Oh yeah.
and paralyzed,
But he's all healed up, no wounds, nothing.
Yep. All right. Anything else you want to do? You still have movement or bonus action.
Is anyone else apparently wounded?
Not
I
that you
mean,
can
I'm
tell.
missing a couple hit points, but I.
But you can't see her on the other side of the tent. Or I should say stone.
No, I'm good with my action.
Okay.
I know. I have 31.
And-
There's 23. Oh no. Hopefully I'm close enough to the fire.
Okay. So the bug that you're facing drops Knack, okay, and reaches around, and there's no way an 18 hits you, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
I have a 19 for armor class.
I thought so.
Close.
So it glances off of your armor with the scrape of its mandible across your shell plate.
My part purpose is just to it.
Yep, and now it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to take its head off again.
Okay.
Doesn't she get to add all those D6s? Roll
4
those.
d6 to your roll. Now, I'm going to metagame here for a moment because you put the extra spell points into it. Okay? And I want to ask you a serious question. Okay? Were you just trying to inspire her, or were you trying to boost her? Okay. Make one of those d6 to be added to your roll for attack, and what's your total attack at that point?
She
So
rolled a
just
17.
one. So just choose one of
Take
those.
one of the
You rolled a 17?
She rolled a
My
17.
Base roll.
D20 roll was 17.
That hits. Okay, so 5 of those d6. Add those. Oh, sorry. It was
4.
how 4? So 3 of those d6. 1 for each spell point you put into it. Add those 3 as fire damage to your attack.
So what
Damage.
damage?
So you roll your regular damage and then add 15 fire damage.
2d8s.
That seems more realistic if you're inspiring someone with flame.
Can I add these to it?
Yep, you just want to add your strength to your base roll first, right?
Yeah.
So what's your total base damage? Strength plus your roll. The 2d8.
Total?
No, for the sword damage, and then I add these 3.
For fire damage. So 16 plus
Plus
15. 31
31 points of damage.
total.
Oh yeah, you bite right into this and cleave off. Yeah, you cleave off like 3 mandibles off
Oh,
of its
just
side.
mandibles.
Okay, and have cut like a good quarter of the way into it, the 4-foot width of this thing's plated body. No, it's pissed.
Good.
Okay, and anything else you want to do on your turn? Do you have any bonus action or anything?
Call
You
Punk over.
want to call Punk over?
I mean, he's awake.
Okay. So he'll come over, and I'm guessing you'll make an attack roll for him.
Add this.
Good job.
Steven, you're on deck.
14.
14
Doesn't
total.
quite attack. Yes.
Doesn't quite hit. Sorry.
Drawing from the stones and casting, I'd have to do them 2 separate
Wait.
turns.
Well, it would be either drawing from the stones and casting through you, okay, or drawing through the stones to hold it, and then
No.
it's a
Primal's
matter of
not,
how many objects you're using at once. So you can't use the stones to draw magic items and then focus it through your
Oh, I know,
torch
no,
in the same
it's
round,
unopened.
because that's 2
That's
separate spell
That was to
types
show
of
your
focus.
damage.
That was just like
Well,
super thing.
About Julie.
If I had it in
It's unopened.
my
but
character,
no,
I'd
see,
be
Bardic
able to
and
use,
Bardic- Bardic Inspiration
Body
is a
and
wild
mind.
spell. Primal
And
is spell
just-
point, so they're not the same.
Yeah, that's what you're doing basically right now
It
by
might
adding
be
your
more than ass.
radiant
because I
to melee
can't say
attacks.
it's
Yeah.
impossible, but usually there'd be clash.
Okay, but so you've been using it correctly. But like, if you start to get low on them, you could just drain the spell points out of those stones by sticking your hand in your bag, kind of thing. Okay, but when you're casting it, you're gonna have a much easier time just casting it through your weapon or through yourself, because otherwise you have to take the action to drain the spell points before you focus them through something else.
Yeah.
So, were you all set, Fee?
Yeah, I did my action to call Punk over to do an attack.
Yep, and he missed. Okay, so Steven.
I'm gonna try that little choppy move I did just then.
Okay. And how many spell points you're putting into it?
I'm gonna throw in 4 spell points.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Nice. I definitely missed. Rolled a 3.
Yeah. So spend the spell points because they get used, but he whiffs it completely.
My torch just lights up for a little bit, and that's it.
He lights up, he takes a swing, and it's like a foot off. I swear his head was there a moment ago. Alright, Sky?
Curious question, just before my roll, would I be able to add spell points to Bardic Inspiration?
No.
Okay.
Different spell castings.
Okay. Okay. 3 hit points. So 3 arrows. See if I hit. Oh, that means I roll 3. Natural 20 and a 17.
Both hit?
I didn't hit on the third one. So that is 2 defense. Plus dex, so I add 4. 12.
12?
Yes.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. 11.
You hear a raspy, odd voice in the back of your head. Remember, blood is life. Magic is life.
As an off action, can I try stealing the blood of the centipede?
That would not be an off action.
Aww.
And you don't have that ability yet.
Draining blood.
Yet? Okay.
I'm not saying anything is impossible at this point if you guys are creative about it. As you guys should have started to realize about your... especially if you work together. Alright, so, that's all for you, Sky. Alright, Sam
yeah.
and Greg.
You go ahead, man.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use my inner flame on myself to heat vision. That's listed under it.
Okay.
Kind of hit the body with it.
Well, that would be your action then. If you're casting Inner Flame, that's an action.
Oh,
It's not a free action. So you wouldn't be able to attack at the same time. So if you wanted to make an attack, you'd want to use one of your attacking type spells, or...
I was gonna try to give you a boost, but I don't think I can at the moment.
It's your turn.
Well,
While we're waiting for him to figure it out, no offense.
yeah,
You know, you can go ahead and do what you're going to do.
I don't want him to attack to see if I can boost it. But I think I need to wait for that. But yeah, I want to enchant one of his fireballs, basically, and just see what happens. But you gotta do that first. Can I do that?
You could try enchanting him.
Yeah.
There's too many people around. I'm just gonna say that straight away. That yes, I have a thought. Would it work? Cost me about 5 spell points and turn you into something from a freaking sci-fi movie. But
Dragon.
not sure that would work in close proximity to other people.
Or at least he'll believe he is.
Which would be worse?
He's a dragon now.
He would be flame level maybe, but
So have either of you figured out what you're doing?
I'll just cast fire spit, and I'll put 2 extra points into it.
All right, make an attack roll.
can I enchant his spit after he uses it?
Like, oh, I
Explain
see
it
it
to me.
going through the air.
Well, like,
You could see him casting it.
so the minute he casts it, can I cast basically using my enchant with another spell point to increase the range? Because I'm not going to be right next to it. Would I be able to put a few more extra points of...
Try and increase a spell magnification?
Yeah, using my enchant.
Alright, so I'm going to make you do an intelligence roll to see if you're able to even match up with his casting
Okay.
in order to do it. I'd say a DC 16. Because it's not easy to do. 18 to hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
So I put 2 other.
You put 2 extra spell points you said into it, right?
Yes.
So that would be
And I have advantage
3d6
because it's...
plus your spell mod.
I don't make it.
What'd you roll?
6. Well,
Yeah.
plus mine, it's a 11, but it's still not 16.
Yeah. So we'll say that you tried to do that as a reaction.
Okay. It didn't
Okay.
work.
That's why it's difficult too. I mean, you're trying to a spell you're not familiar with. You're trying to add on to an energy to it that you're not familiar with using. You know, it's you just can't quite get it to match up.
Okay. Do I sell my main action?
Yeah.
I got a 13 on my damage
13 total.
in total.
Wow, that's it. I expected more. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled low on one of them.
And I didn't use the spell points because I couldn't figure it out in time, right?
No, it does use the spell points
Oh, it does? Okay.
because you did try to do it.
Okay.
You just weren't able to make the connection. But I will allow you to still have an action for it.
Oh, sorry. No problem.
I like the creativity. I'm just sorry the roll didn't work.
I even had advantage. I didn't even clear it. It was like the dice gods didn't want it. I'm gonna go and use my shatter. Well, the
Disassemble.
disassemble with 1 spell point for range, and then the additional spell point for
Damage.
yeah. And then I'm gonna add 4 more spell points, bringing it up to a total of 6
For an extra damage.
extra damage.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And I have advantage because I'm using ranged elemental, and I still have 9. 17 total.
That hits. Roll damage.
I need 4d6 total from you guys. 1, 2.
Poor book.
Oh, I'm. Yep, I need that.
Oh, for extra.
Yeah, I go hard.
The cap came off your glue.
Oh, it's
I know.
okay. It's unopened.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I did it for the effect, which is slashed. I'm like, oh, that one's unopened. So I pulled the neck out a little bit. That's a plus my spell mod. Really? Holy shit. Okay, that's 18 damage. Damn. I wasn't expecting that.
This thing is looking fucked up. It tries to run away and can't seem to succeed. It tries to thrash at you, missing completely. And you guys still have no idea what might have happened to the other one. Alright, Fee.
I'm gonna make another screen attack at the rest of its head that's
Okay.
attached. No, 13.
Nope. Sorry. Glances right off the side of its head as it swings around. We'll hit Steven when he comes back, and
Says I could make a roll for him.
he's doing an attack.
Yeah. Said
Okay.
that he wanted to take his weapon and make a smash attack at it. Area two.
Okay, how many spell points is he putting into it? Did he say?
Not say
His
just
last
said
one
he
was
put a
4.
D8.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm adding his strength,
Yeah,
so 18.
that's a hit. So that would be D8 for his weapon, and then because of the 4 spell points, that would be a total of 5d8. Smiteful smash.
Yep, diamond. D8 diamond.
At 5.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Plus his strength mod, plus his spell mod.
16,
Oh,
Plus
good
8.
for you.
Good.
16 plus 8.
19.
4 spell points, right?
Then his spell.
Six for my modifier. And
25.
3 for my
25.
strength.
25? This thing's looking fucked up.
You know,
Like, seriously messed
yeah,
up.
Steven just got a massive hit. So.
Does it look like it's a little dazed and confused from that strike?
Oh, yeah.
At the moment, I'm not sure it knows what's up
In
in
fact-
general.
This one's still on fire. It's
Oh, yeah. It's completely dazed and hurting bad. So next we have Sky. And it's bleeding profusely.
If we don't kill it on the next turn, I know what
Can
I'm
I just choose to do 3 hit points? Worth
Yep.
yours? Okay.
Yep. So you're bleeding pretty good, and so is the bug.
No, none of them make it.
Okay. Then we're at Sam and Greg.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
expecting someone to just
repeat what I
follow
did
my
last turn and
pose.
do Side Spit again. That worked out.
Okay. So you breathe fire on it.
I'll put 2 spell points into it this time.
Yeah, you get advantage on it. Not only at this point because it is basically unconscious.
Yeah. What's your spawn?
That's a 3. Yeah, so 20.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Nine.
What's your spell mod?
Oh, 13.
13. Yeah, it's charred. It's still kind of twitching though.
Oh, I have an idea. I am so evil. So it's dazed, right?
Oh yeah.
So it would probably have disadvantage on any check I make it do.
There's disadvantage on pretty much anything it tries to do.
I do not want to cast this, but I do, and I know I have advantage. Can I implant suggestion? Die.
Because it goes so against their actual, like,
Oh, it would be a
Well,
natural race resistance.
okay,
to it.
I will give it a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But at this point, it would not be able to resist the suggestion, just the action of the suggestion.
True.
And no, I rolled an 8. This thing has like what, a -4 for, -2 for wisdom, -5 for intelligence. So yeah, do you want to do? How do you want to do this? Or
Sure. I just casually walk within 10 feet of it, look at it, it stops breathing. And then I walk away.
Excellent. So apparently the hungriest of us all found out that there was food. So we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we will finish up the rest of the night and see where it goes from there.
Sounds good.